Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel for me today from CcSpeedUk. So, back for more races once again. Getting closer to F124, only just about less than a month away now, till the new game comes out. So I have seen the gameplays, career mode, and of course, first look at the F124 gameplay. That happened on Monday, if I get that correctly. That was 3 days ago. Yeah, I have seen it, so looks a little bit different in the hub. A little bit different than I was expecting. But yeah, so it's a little bit different. Like tyre wear, the EOS battery thing you see on the hub. And of course, you know, some other updates as well along the way. So yeah, the first races that I'm doing right now is at Ostia. Not because this track's been updated on this year's game, because of the chicane in the first sector and all that, because that's what is different, and calling the nines as well, and also the outside curb when there's like runoffs, but it's kind of, and also white nines as well on there. So yeah, that's a part of the one update. Managed to get a warning on the inside of the curb, so I'm quite surprised on that, in a weird way. Normally track limits around Austria is normally tricky sometimes, but yeah, so I was on pole for this race and not a bad start, and I managed to clear away from managed to get a good first snap, clean first snap I meant to say, and then yeah, I was on my way. So I've still got another 2 people behind me, so are still on my tail, but at least I'm kind of okay at this stage. So this is kind of my how you're supposed to drive if you're leading. So what I'm doing right now. So yeah, and also I'm in a Ferrari, like I was in the last vidno. Yeah, I thought I'd go something a little bit different, and I thought I'd give a Ferrari a go. I thought, I don't mind it. I just pick random teams in open lobbies, so it could be like I'm using a Ferrari or other teams, even Mercedes as well, I normally go for. But yeah, so I did do that, I did it on last week's. I think I was like 3 thinners ago, I think I used a Mercedes seat, so when I did the good recovery, good racing, and good battles and all that. That was in that vidno. That's when I was in Mercedes in that one. So yeah, so I saw the Ferrari annuity for Miami is a little bit different than I was expecting, and they're going for a little bit light brew on the car. It's only on the wheel, rings, a little bit on the front wing, a little bit on the rear, a little bit on the side as well, and also of course the sponsor they added on to make it blue, so wasn't expecting. But yeah, so that is the Ferrari special annuity for Miami. And also you got the Flash Cap RB Red Bull, something like that. They did a special annuity as well for the Miami race this weekend. A little bit different. It's like a sun. This looks like a little bit of sunset into pink and white. So on the RB, something like that. I can't think. I just keep getting the words wrong. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's what it's called, but I don't know. It's called RB, so that's what it's called. So yeah, so 2 special annuities for the Ferrari and and the RB, similar to kind of Toro Rosso vibes, that's what I meant to say. Those 2 did some special annuities for this weekend for the Miami GP. So yeah, a little bit different than I was expecting. Of course, I knew that was going to happen, so at the time, but I wasn't expecting it to be like that. So yeah, so like Ostia, that was updated on this year's game. That happened a year ago. Similar like Spain, where they got rid of the chicane. That was the best thing they ever did, really. So that's not a bad thing. So yeah, so I have seen some track updates like Qatar, Spa, Silverstone, I forgot about that. Silverstone's been updated as well, so because of the some of the buildings maybe a little bit vibration, so like what the track did. So yeah, so I think that's the best thing they did. So I know Spa needs updating, so thank God they did that, because it wasn't updated, that would have been a shock. No surprise. But they have been updated, so finally done it, so it doesn't look too bad, and the curbs are flat compared to it was like it'd been there for years, about 10 years now. I'm not really sure how long it's been. Its curves are flat now, and a little bit different compared to it was on F123 around Spa. And also Qatar is different as well because of the pit lane is different. There's more trees around it, more buildings, and also making the colour of the track a bit of the come to life, because it was kind of look a bit dull when you go around the circuit and all that. So yeah, and also the finish line was a little bit closer compared to where the pole grid is. So a little bit closer to the finish line's a bit closer, so they did update some there. So yeah, I did say it doesn't look too bad, so I can't wait to try it out when F124 comes around. So yeah, so looking forward to that. So now we're off to race 2 at Bahrain. This race was really good, so make sure you stay tuned for this, because watch this race to the end, because this race was so good. So make sure you watch it till the final straight, because this race was really good. So for this one, so yeah, an easy win at Austria, no surprise. Just trying to careful with the first snap, trying to be careful with the track limits, and also be careful of taking control of the lead, and I managed to win it from there. So not too bad at all. So yeah, so looking forward to F124, but I'm not sure how it's going to work with the EOS thing, but I need to practice on that and see how it works and all that. And of course tyre wear, and also trying out Spa and Qatar and Silverstone, see if it's really good or not, see what it looks like. And if it is not bad at all, I'm looking forward to it racing online in the future. Well, in 3 months time I think, or maybe around July or June maybe, or something like that, if I get the hang of it and all that. So yeah, so I've got an okay start after the first lap, still in P3. So I'm kind of following the first two right now, just trying to stay in the tow. I'm using my battery a little bit because there's one person behind me in the Aston Martin. So I need to make sure I'm staying P3 and making sure I don't waste my battery and all that. So I need to make sure I have enough battery till the last lap to make sure I have a chance for the lead and all that. So those two are battling for the lead right now. I'm just following the first two, see what's going along. I got tapped from behind, so luckily he let me back through there. So I'm not sure what happened there, but luckily I managed to got my P3 back. Yeah, I think I got tapped from behind, so at turn 4. So luckily it wasn't a spin, so that would have been worse. But I'm okay with it, so not complaining at all. Coming towards turn 10 now at the trickiest corner on the circuit. Still in P3, and the first two are still following each other. I'm decided to do the same thing, like it was on the first lap. Through turn 11, make sure I don't go too wide. Luckily I didn't. So I don't mind. It feels like I do okay at Bahrain in the race compared to other tracks like Spa and Silverstone and all that. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Normally I struggle around Bahrain, but now I've kind of got the setup. It's all about, I'm trying to use a race setup just to make sure everything's okay through the corners, have enough straight line speed, and of course make sure the suspension and balance and tyre wear, tyre temperatures, and also brake bias as well, and the transmission to make sure is bang on, to make sure everything's okay, like that. To make sure everything's right. So to make sure I've got the balance right, make sure I've got the suspension, brakes, transmission, and of course tyre pressures as well to make sure it's not over, making sure it's not too hot or too cold or something like that. So yeah, that's why I use a race setup instead of a time trial setup, because if I use a time trial setup, that would have been maybe quick for one lap, but then you just get struggle at the end, maybe struggle a little bit. So yeah, so that's why the race setup is key. So that's why I'm sticking to a race setup instead of a time trial setup. I know I don't do time trials that much this year compared to F1 22, but I did do a hot lap video one time. That was like around winter times when I did that. So yeah, so I did a little bit and then showing you every single lap. So yeah, I'm not doing it that much on this year's game because I know it won't make any difference. I did use a race setup for that, but I wasn't that worried of getting a quick time. I was just trying to get the lap in and all that. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with... I might not do time trial, but I will sure about it in the future. Or when F1 24 comes out, I'll be thinking about it at the time. When I'm about maybe a few months in the game and all that. Just hope the game's not too bad at all. So yeah, coming towards this race now. We're on lap 4. DRS was enabled a lap ago. This is where I got into P2 right now. So that was a nice round the outside, because the Red Bull went a bit wide there. So I go for the lead here, but I decided to let him go through, and that's P2 after turn 4. So yeah, so this is where the battle begins, because this is where we're fighting for the lead right now. I mean, it's only a 4-way battle for the lead, and the 4 cars are still in 1 second. About a second between us. So yeah, I'm only about 50% of the ERS, but I'm not sure what the others have. I think Red Bull's got less than me. I think the Williams has got the same as me, but I'm not sure. I've still got the DRS though, but that's kind of my advantage at the moment. Well, I've got about 50% of the battery, but I'm not sure how much battery they've got left in this race. So I'm just trying to save as much as I can and all that. As come towards this bit, I had to use my battery here because of that. So I lost a few tenths through there. So I was a little bit annoyed with that because I was doing so well till that point. So I had to use all my battery on that straight and of course the main straight as well to get back into not just the DRS but trying to get back into the fight and all that. So I decided not to go for it at turn 1. I decided to go at turn 4 and see because not every time I go at turn 4 it always works. So here it comes now. So I use my battery and DRS. Much closer this time around. Going around the outside. It's side by side though. And I'm just enough to be on the track. And we're coming towards turn 6. Side by side still. And that puts me into the lead before turn 8. And I'm in the lead right now. So yeah, so far so good. So now I'll try and hold on till the middle sector and the last sector now to get to the end and all that. The third place guy's got a 2-second penalty, so he's out of the running now. So this is a 3-way, now this is turning into a 3-way battle for the lead. Instead of a 4-way battle for the lead. He decided to go for it here, I decided to do a switchback. Very nicely. Nice switchback there. But he's got no battery as well, so now it's between those 3 cars now. So now I'm going defensive down towards the last corner. He's going to go on the outside, going defensive a little bit, and then try to get a good exit here. Using on the X of the road, he's doing a switchback, using all my battery. It's just a drag race to the line, and I just won it. In the end, by 0.006 of a second. That was close. That was the closest finish I had yet on this game. And it was a 4-way battle, 3-way battle for the lead. So a 4-way battle for the lead was very nice. So for the win actually. So I'll really take that all day. So yeah, so that's from me today. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it a lot. That'll give me support and all that. So you guys have a nice day. Hope you have a nice weekend. And enjoy your week as well. I appreciate a lot from where you are around the world. So yeah, so that's from me today. So have a nice day and see you later.